Hello, everyone. Welcome. I can see so many people whom we already know. All right, great. Okay, everyone, welcome to the day one of our advanced series. I am Ruby, one of your facilitators of today's program. And I really want to congratulate you first because you all have completed the 21-day beginner series. And today, if you are someone who has joined it for the first time, because this is an advanced series, so I just want to remind that if you have not attended the 21-day beginner series of Mind to Meditation, then we do have one more 21-day beginners course coming in the month of May. I would request you to attend that first, and then you can follow up with the advanced series. For today, as you know, we are starting the day one of our advanced series. So thank you all for joining us again. And thank you for your interest in continuing this journey into yourself. Because with these, I would say these series we are having right now, as we have completed one and started an advance, the only motivation and the intention we have for you is that you grow deeper in your meditation. You grow your sensitivities. You have a deep state of meditation. So although these are two interlinked, because if you grow deeper into your meditation, the sensitivities increase. And if your sensitivities are increasing, of course, you're getting deeper into your meditative state. So this advanced series is basically all about that. And of course, we will go ahead and give you a little more depth knowledge of your, I would say, the subtle system. Now, with this advanced series, don't worry that, we are going to have some really fancy, complicated things coming in your way. Not at all. It's still sahaja, means easy, completely easy yoga. We are just here to help because the journey is yours. And all you need to have here into these sessions is to just have faith, faith in yourself, faith in your Kundalini Mother, faith in your own journey of, your own self. So we will begin our today's advanced series just by going back to the basics. We'll just do a little bit of recap. And with that, we'll just give you a little more knowledge about your subtle system. I would like to invite the other facilitator for the day who will guide you later for the session as well before we begin. So we have our beautiful Soumya, who will be joining us today. Hi, Soumya.
Hi, Ruby. Thank you so much for having me.
So today, as you know, this is the first day of the advanced session. Do you want to say something to the people here?
I think you've, kind of articulated very well. It's really happy and very, very heartening to see that, in a way that, where people really want to understand Sahaj Yoga better, want to discover themselves even more. So we're very, very happy to see that there is so much interest and they are seeking the truth about themselves. So we're more than happy to help them through this journey.
Correct. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Soumya. So we'll all see Soumya in the later part of the session today. Before that, we'll just go ahead and begin our first part of the day where we'll go for a cleansing process. And after that, we'll hand it over to Soumya. For the cleansing, we'll just do a small balancing. If you have your food soak buckets ready right now, you can just put both your feet in the bucket while we go ahead and start this process. So if you want, you can do that as well. If not, you can just sit wherever you are, just be comfortable. If you're wearing any slippers or shoes, just make sure you take them off. We want your connection to be on Mother Earth. So just keep your barefoot if possible on the earth. If you're sitting on the ground, that's amazing. All right, let us all settle down first. And slowly we'll just go ahead, raise our Kundalini and take a bandhan. As we know, we take it all the way up. First knot. Second time we raise, we go for 2 knots. Third time we raise the Kundalini. We go for a 3 knots of bandhan here. Now 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one, 7. Once you have put yourself in a bandhan, just relax. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Let us all humble down first. Bring all the humility in your heart as you're here to start your journey to a more deeper self. First, let us try to stabilize our attention by bringing your focus on the breath. I request all of you to just go for nice and beautiful, big 3 breaths. So everyone, let's breathe in deeply and gently breathe out longer. One more time, take a deep breath in and breathe out longer. This time we take the breath in, but we hold it for a few seconds. So let's take a deep breath in. Hold the breath at your heart center and slowly breathe out. Let's do it one more time. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath at your heart center and slowly breathe out. All right, once we see that our breath is stable, our heart is stable, the thoughts lessen when you focus on your breath. Let us take our right hand, point it towards the earth element. If you're sitting on the ground, you can just simply keep your right palm on the earth. Your left palm should be nice and open. If you want, you can close your eyes. But if closing the eyes is more distracting for you, if closing the eyes brings lots of thoughts in your mind, I would request you to just open your eyes and look at Shimataji's beautiful picture on your screen. Here we'll just request our Kundalini Mother to balance our left channel. Mother, please balance our left channel. Please take away all the problems I have on my left channel into the earth element. While you're doing this, just be aware of the sensations in your palms. You might feel something sucking out of your right hand. You might feel the vibrations going stronger or the sensitivities going stronger in your left hand. Whatever you're doing, I just want you to be aware of that. Just a simple, humble prayer with all your heart cleanses your system. You also pray here to Mother Earth. Oh, Mother Earth, please balance my left side. Please balance me. Bring me into balance. Slowly bring the right hand in your lap, palms facing upwards. And the left hand, I want you to point it towards the sky. Here we'll go for the right channel balancing. Once again, with all the humility, we'll ask from our Mother Kundalini to cleanse the right channel. Mother, please balance my right channel. Please cleanse my right channel. If you're doing this with your food soak bucket as well, you can even pray to your Mother Kundalini to take all the imbalances into the water element. Mother, please balance my right channel. Once again, just try to be aware of the sensations or the vibrations in both your palms. Slowly bring your left hand down in your lap. Now we'll try to bring our attention into the present. Now we'll just go ahead and focus on our breath. We'll just try to take our breath all the way down the last part of your spine, which is the triangular bone just below. Take your breath there, and I want you to take a deep breath in. Take your attention from below the spine all the way on top of your head. We're trying to just balance our attention, bringing it into the center. You can do it a few times. And here we'll pray to our Mother Kundalini to cleanse us completely and bring us into a balanced state. Mother, please give me balance. Mother, please cleanse me. With all your heart, with all your humility. Mother, please cleanse me. Give me the balance so that I can enjoy my meditative state. Once you're here, just try to be aware one more time about the sensations in both your palms, also on top of your head. Once you're in balance, we might have stronger sensations on the frontal bone area or top of your head. So just try to be aware. Just try to be in silent meditation for a few minutes. If you have any thoughts coming in, disturbing you, not letting go, just say with all your heart, I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. Don't fight with your thoughts. Just be a witness, watch your thoughts and let them go. It's a beautiful state you may enjoy. I forgive. Keep your eyes closed. Just try to see if the sensations are growing stronger. Whatever it is, just enjoy. Just try to enjoy this state. If you want to keep your eyes closed for a while, you can do that. If you are doing foot soak right now, you can rinse your legs. Shortly, I connect you over to Soumya, who will guide you through the next part of the series with a little more information on our subtle system. You can gently open your eyes. Over to you, Soumya. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruby. And that was wonderful session in terms of meditation. It's always great to start something with meditation. You become far more receptive and open to learning better. Hi, everyone. I hope all those people who are doing their foot soaks have been able to rinse their legs, and you can keep your buckets in the side. And we will get on to a session where we will learn a little bit more about the 3 channels. So while we are learning about the 3 channels, just to remind you that it's not going to be a lot of theory and a lot of, in terms of like cramming, learning kind of a thing. It's very, very experiential. So it is not necessary that you become experts in the 3 channels or anything of that sort as soon as the session is over. Believe me when I say this, that all of us are still learning. And because Sahaj Yoga is all about learning with experience, you can take your lifetime to learn more and more. That said, one of the most important things to understand about Sahaj Yoga is, of course, the subtle system. We have in our previous sessions learned a little bit about it. And what I'm going to be doing is more of a refresher, but also to take you through some mnemonics to help you learn and remember some of these aspects. So if you see in the figure in front of you, the subtle system, you have the right channel, you have the left channel, and you have the center channel. You also have gone through the 21-day mind to meditation to understand the different chakras that are there situated in the center channel and what are their attributes, what are the kinds of imbalances you have, and so far and so forth. Today, what we will be doing is understanding a bit more about the right and the left and the center channel, and not necessarily the chakras or the plexus. So the plexus, what they do is each of them are in charge of certain organs, and they are situated in the central channel. The right and the left also determine how these chakras functions or these plexus functions. And I say that because if, let's say, for example, there are imbalances and you become a little bit towards the right side or use the organs more towards the right-hand side, then what happens is that it becomes slightly in imbalance. Similarly, vice versa. If you use all the chakras too much in the left side, and then you have a tendency to go to the right side, to the left side, sorry, then what will happen is, again, there is an imbalance that occurs. And therefore, your chakras are not able to function to their optimal. Today, when we are learning about the subtle system, the next slide, please. Let's look at the first channel, which is the left channel. Now, this channel is based on the left sympathetic nervous system. It is called as the moon channel or the Ida Nadi. It is based on past memories, and the qualities that determine this channel are qualities of emotions, love, and pure desire. Now, how do you kind of interpret this? So basically on the left channel, which is your moon channel. So if you think about it, when you are getting very emotional about subject matter or react in a very emotional way, then you are using your left hand side. So that's how you kind of interpret it. And moon channel or Ida Nadi, because this channel functions best if it is, in the sense, if it becomes very, very cold, like how, and how do you, if you think about the quality of a moon, it's basically very, very cool in the night, right? So if this channel becomes cooler, then you need to bring it to the center to bring it back into balance. And that's how you kind of interpret it. So the cooler this channel gets, that means there is more of imbalance and that you need it to bring it back to the center. Now, next slide, please. Okay, so how do we identify that we are going towards the left? If we are having too many attachments or habits that we are not able to get rid of, if we find that our tendencies are lazy, we tend to become sad, or we have a slightly pessimistic outlook towards everything. Even from a health perspective, you tend to have more lower blood pressure or have a lot of allergies, or what is meant by having lethargic organs. So in these cases, then you do understand that you have a tendency to go towards the left. And therefore, you need to do all the clearances to get yourself back into the center. Next slide, please. So now we understand what the left side is all about. We've understood that how to identify if we are getting to the left-hand side and what are the imbalances that show us that. Now let's look at how to improve it. If we want to improve it, then the left hand always on the lap and the right hand towards the Mother Earth. Okay. And remember, I said that, this channel, which is the moon channel, if it gets colder, that means you are going into an imbalance. So what do you need to bring it back to a normal temperature? Think about that. So therefore, you need to use candling or give it fire to bring it back into normalcy or bring it back to the center. Also, that's what will help you get back into a happier and a positive mood. So as if you're sad or you're feeling very depressed, when you clear your left side, then what you will find is that you tend to become a little bit more active. You feel that's, as though there's a burst of energy in you. You also feel a little happier, and your mood is obviously slightly positive. So then you understand that you are getting back to the center. The next slide, please. So as explained and as you have seen in every meditation that we do, whether we do it in the morning, whether you're doing it in the beginning of these classes, the first thing we do is to clear our left side, and then we clear our right side. So there is no chronology. You can do your left or your right or whatever. There is no chronology. The best part about Sahaja Yoga is that it is based on your experience. So if you are feeling that you have a tendency to be left-sided, so first thing you can do is clear your left side and then clear your right side as well, because it is important that you clear both sides or both channels to bring yourself in the center. I remember somebody had asked this question as to what do you do to clear your central channel? And the answer that was rightly given was that, you don't have to clear your central channel. If you clear your left and your right, then automatically will come back to the center. So remember that, and you will be able to see a lot of improvements in whatever imbalances that you are facing. Some of the important affirmations why you're doing this exercise of where the left hand is on your lap and your right hand is on the earth is that you can say a simple thing like, Mother, please clear my left channel, or please clear my left side. In Sahaj Yoga, what is important is not using necessarily the right words, but to be able to use your faith in it, in the sense that the more heartfelt your prayer, the better results and the better you will be able to feel. So you can imagine, let's say, for example, there are really small children of 3 years old, 4 years old who are able to do Sahaj Yoga, right? So they would not really understand affirmations. They would not even understand, making up a sentence. But you can see that, they are able to feel their nadis, they're able to feel the chakras. So therefore, as long as your affirmations or your request is heartfelt, you will be able to see or you will be able to feel it on your fingertips, on your head, as well as on your feet. Next slide, please. Now let's look at our right channel. So now the right channel is based on the right sympathetic nervous system, and it is known as the sun channel or the Pingla Nadi. It is based on future planning, and the qualities that typically this channel kind of exhibits are qualities of intellect, action, and physical aspects. So if you again think of the same thing, just like the moon channel, if it became very cold, then it means that you're going towards an imbalance. So similarly, the sun channel, where you're actually going to do a lot of actions, so you need a lot of energy, right? So you tend to use a lot of heat. And this channel, if it becomes too heated, like your sun itself, then you have a tendency to go towards an imbalance. And therefore, you need to do, whatever clearance or whatever that is needed to bring yourself back to the center. Next slide, please. So if you look at what are the imbalances or problems, so when you kind of introspect yourself, either in meditation or otherwise, then you realize that in case you're a little bit aggressive, any situation can get you a little angry, or you tend to overplan things, or there's a lot of thoughts and mental activities. You also indulge into a lot of physical activities. You have a tendency for high blood pressure, or have liver problems or heart problems, then that means that these are the indications that you have a tendency to go towards the right, and that you need to correct it to bring yourself back to the center. Next slide, please. Now that we've understood what are the imbalances that show us that we have a tendency to go towards the right or right-sided, so now let's look at how to improve. So this one, what you need to do is again think of how we have been meditating all through this session. The right hand on the lap and the left hand towards the roof or the sky. So basically what you're trying to do is ask for all the heat to go from the right side to the Akash Tattva, or to go towards the sky, right? So again, if you think about what happens if your system is overheated, you need to cool it down to bring it back to the center. So what is the element that will help you the most? Water element. So again, it's important for us to do foot soaking, and therefore you would find that, you know, all through all the facilitators, everyone has been saying that you must foot soak as much as possible, because in the modern times of day in and day out now, we tend to use a lot of gadgets. There is a lot of planning, there is a lot of thinking that is involved, and therefore there is a bigger probability or a tendency for people to use the right hand side. So doing a foot soak every day will definitely help you. A foot soak will actually bring it back to the center. And when you are clearing the right channel, it's again the same thing where you keep your right hand on your lap and your left hand face towards the sky. Again, the same logic where you need to just have the affirmations which are asked from the heart. Mother, please clear my right channel. Mother, please clear my right side. Next slide, please. Now let's look at the central channel. So now we know that this is a very important channel because this is where we need to be, right? So this is based on the sympathetic nervous system. It is also called as the balance channel or the Sushumna Nadi. It brings our attention to the present. This channel will kind of determine and help you to get into a state of thoughtless awareness. Next slide, please. Now, if you look at kind of imbalances, these might be slightly difficult to decipher at this point in time, but nevertheless, let's say, for example, there has been a negligence of righteousness or extreme behavior towards either the left or the right, or some kind of fanatism, or not able to meditate, or having just too much stress, then you do know that you have some imbalances of the center. Next slide, please. And how to improve is as simple as keeping both your hands open. Always remember to have the founder of Sahaj Yoga, Shri Mataji's photograph in front of you, because that is the only way that you're going to be able to decipher the energy inside you. And what you need to do is raise your Kundalini, balance your right and left channels, and then try as much as possible to become thoughtless and keep your attention in the present. And you will be clear in the center. So now we see the same thing goes here. The affirmations are as simple as Mother, please clear my central channel. Mother, please keep me in the present. As long as your affirmations, your requests are heartfelt, they will be heard. Next slide, please. Now, let us listen to a short speech by Her Holiness Shri Mataji, and then we will come back to you soon.
So we'll have the experience now. Will take about 5 minutes for you, because if all the chakras are discussed, already the attention is on that. It's very simple to put your hands towards me.
Everyone slip off their shoes again.
It's better. You've done a good job. Huh. Just put your hands towards me. Just like this. Left. Now left hand towards me and right hand towards the Mother Earth will give you a balance. You need not close your eyes just now. Let's see. Put your right hand towards the Mother Earth. As I told you yesterday, left side is our conditioning. Conditioning, subconscious and collective subconscious. Very much at work here. But also is an emotional side. Now put your right hand towards me and left hand towards the sky. Right hand towards me. Right hand towards me like this.
Left hand towards the back.
Are you feeling the cool breeze in the hand? You are already thoughtless, there's no thought. But just see if you are feeling the cool breeze. Much better. Are you? Let's see. All right? Are you feeling any cool breeze in the hand? All right. Now put your left hand on top of your head. Just here. Fontanelle bone area. Are you feeling? It's a very subtle thing. Are you? Pay attention. Working out. Good? All right. Now change over. See the left hand with the right hand. Just pay attention there. See. Believe that you are the spirit. So just you have to say in your heart, I am the spirit. In your heart. Say it 7 times. It will work out. Releasing. Is it all right? Are you feeling the heat coming out? Little heat. All right. Now turn. Change. See now. Right Swadhisthana. All right? There? Amazing. Now just see if it is working. Cool breeze. Feel it. Just put your hands like this. It's good. You're all thoughtless. If you see there's no thought in your mind. And complete silence. Enjoy this. This moment is going to transform your life. Take it from me. You may not realize today, but you'll realize it very soon. Strong. Have faith in yourself. That's the main thing. It's beautiful.
Now let us all keep our eyes closed, keep our hands on our lap open with palms facing upward, and just enjoy this silent state. Keep observing what is happening on the top of your head and on your both palms.
And I hope now you are into a deep state of meditation and you were able to feel the vibrations. I will now invite Ruby in.
Thank you, Soumya, for explaining the 3 channels into much more depth today. I'm sure it's not a lot to take because they're already aware of many things about the channels and balancing. So as into this advanced session, we are actually planning a bit, fun here just to add up, to check, just to give you a little sort of homework to you during these programs. So as today, Soumya talked about the balancing and the left and right channels. So we have a little task for you that first thing you do is just find out your personality. What kind of personality you are. You're a left channeled person or a person who is having a hyper right channel. So find out that. It can be your homework. Second thing, I would like to go and say, Soumya, the second thing we discussed.
Yeah, the second thing that I would definitely request all the participants is that we will share this video with you. And if you can listen to it and follow through again, the more you will do, the better and better you will start feeling. So And that would be the perfect homework for yourself that you can do as many times as you want in the particular day. And then, for the next session, you will come a little bit more informed about your own self.
Correct. I agree with Soumya. And before we move further, I would like to inform you that this advanced session is not like regularly every day what we had in the 21 days program. We are having this session thrice a week, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, same time. So that doesn't mean you just meditate for these 3 days only. You have to actually meditate every day, morning and evening. That is the only way when you can actually improve your own chakras, improve your own channels. So yes, we will share a few pictures in the WhatsApp group so that you can just be aware of the name of the channels or the qualities of the channels and just try to relate. You can do it little experimenting by, just checking other people around you as well and just check, oh, this person is a left channeled person or this person is a right channel. So you can do that as well, just for fun. It's very simple. A person who is left-sided tends to have lethargy, can cry at a drop of a hat. So that are the very peculiar habits. And for the right channel, as Soumya said, yes, overthinking, hyperactive. So these are the very simple things which you can remember. We can also, in between the session, during the end, we can check with you as well, and you can answer that. Of course, there won't be any hampered prizes though. All right, so today, now we'll go for little interactive session. So I request our tech team Bhaiya, Vivek Bhaiya, to just allow all the participants to unmute themselves. If you want to ask any questions, if you want to share any experiences related to today's session or how you have been meditating, how you're feeling, just you can share with us, or you can just write your questions in the chat box. Me and Soumya will be more than happy to help.
Even if you don't have a question now, you can always reach us at the WhatsApp group that's been created, because we do understand that when you go into meditation, you begin to enjoy, you don't want to stop it. And that is something that is quite relatable. So even in the case that you have questions, but you want to ask them later at a slightly leisure time or some other time, please feel free to reach out to us.
Okay, great. So Soumya, I have a message from Raj.
Mm.
He's saying I'm a combination of both left and right. What do you think?
Yeah, I was actually thinking that there would be people of right and left, and which is also known as a pendulum behavior, where you can swing from the left extreme to the right extreme. In those case scenarios, it's important that you understand at that particular point in time where you are. Also, you will have to do a combination of clearances for the left as well as the right. It's as simple as if you identify an issue or a problem or an imbalance, you need to rectify it, or irrespective of whether it's a right or a left. So there are lots of cases where people do swing from a complete extreme left to and right. And as you progress in Sahaj Yoga, you will also understand that sometimes, because if you see the subtle system, it's all interrelated and it all crosses over here at the Agya, right? So which means that there is an interplay between the nadis. That means there is an interplay between your left and your right. So it is possible that overuse of your right will affect you or make you go into the left. So there are those possibilities as well. So it's not a very strange phenomenon to have a combination of all of that. But what is important to understand is that you will have to do clearances for both the left as well as the right.
Correct. Yes. The simple balancing technique which we learned today, I guess you can do it every day, because we have been practitioners from many days, but still we do it every single day. We have to balance, because in today's world, yes, sometimes you can move towards your completely left, you can go into your past, be extremely emotional. Some incidents You can never let it go. So yes, that can happen. And at the same time, you can go to your right as well, worried for your future, thinking. So yes, balancing, that's why is very, very important in Sage Yoga. So you have to balance every day before you meditate, so that once you balance, you are into the state of present, and then you enjoy the meditative state. Do we have any more questions, Soumya?
Even if you don't have any questions, you can, share with us that this short speech of Shrimataji that you saw, if you were able to feel any vibrations, if you want to share any of those, please feel free to do that as well.
Yeah, correct. So I guess we can actually wrap up, Soumya. I guess we don't have much questions. So
It's a good thing.
good thing. People are enjoying the session. So wonderful to see all these feedbacks from you. Great. So, okay. So now we will just have a really nice short meditation by Soumya, and then we will wrap it up. And the following session would be on Friday. So once we wrap it up, I'll come back to let you know what we are going to do on Friday. Over to you, Soumya. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just have one question.
Yes, Raj.
From what I understand, a weakness on the right side causes catches in the right chakras. A weakness on the left side would cause catches on the left chakras. However, when I look at the subtle system, I observe that right Muladhara chakra is an exception. Why? Because it is the only right chakra which is actually directly connected to the left channel. So I assume here that a weakness in the right Muladhara chakra would have a direct impact on the left channel. Am I correct? Am I reading this correctly?
Raj, that's a very, very interesting question. And kudos to you observing as to how the Ida Nadi and the Pingla Nadi begin. And you're right that the left channel starts from the Muladhara chakra, whereas the right channel starts from the Swadhisthana chakra. The question that you're asking is that a left catch can affect your right Muladhara, and there is a right Muladhara aspect as well. But it is not necessarily dictated by the left channel. So let's say, for example, a right Muladhara chakra, since you're now in a slightly advanced class, could be because of occult practices or any such external forces which are not necessarily intrinsic to you. And therefore, you can have a catch at the right Muladhara chakra as well. But nevertheless, the clearance remains pretty much the same as for that of the Muladhara chakra, where what happens is that even though it's a left or a right catch, they are not independent of each other. Because if you see the subtle system, like I said, is an interplay, or it's almost like a network, where at different levels, they actually intersect. And therefore, and if you look at imbalances that happen, they're not necessarily a malfunction of a certain chakra. They're usually a malfunction or an imbalance of a combination of chakras. So when you are trying to decipher it, when you go further in Sage Yoga, you will also understand the subtlety is even deeper, where combinations of chakras could lead to different kind of imbalances. So at any given point in time, it's never going to be that, oh, I have a Swadhisthana catch and I have to only clear Swadhisthana catch. It never is the case scenario. Right. To give you an example, an extreme Swadhisthana catch can impact your Nabi as well, because they all interplay into the void, or which is a combination of both these chakras. So therefore, I mean, right now we are looking at the picture in a very simplistic, in a very kindergarten viewpoint, right? But as and when we go further and we discover more and understand more, we will understand that all this is interplay of chakras and nadis. So you're right to understand that they will, the imbalances can be left and right, and you need to clear them. But usually imbalances are a combination of different nadis and chakras.
Thank you. May I just take it up a bit further if we have time? The deities for the right Muladhara chakra also appear in the Agya, I think in the Ekadasha Rudra. So if there is a right Muladhara catch, does that automatically create a catch in the, what do you call, Ekadasha Rudra?
Yes, what happens typically is Ekadasha Rudra, so there are different levels of catches as well. So if
Right.
a particular catch is not rectified when it is in the beginning, or it has not been identified, then it can get to a complicated stage where it starts affecting more chakras or even reach an Ekadasha Rudra. So the net to understand is that, yes, they all have an effect on each other. So it's not like you can just decide, let's say, for example, Vishuddhi chakra can be neglected first to some extent. No, that's never the case scenario. It will start affecting other chakras as well.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Most welcome. Okay, with that, now we will get on to a little bit of meditation. So Vivek Bhaiya, can we have the slide, please, of Shrimataji?
Before that, Soumya, I guess we can take one last question here from Jay.
Oh, we do have another question.
Yes,
Okay.
one last. So the question is, if I cry because of how beautiful the feelings I get, does that mean I'm too much into my left side, or is it just because I'm becoming more spiritual and more in touch with this beautiful world I am entering?
It's a very cute question. Ruby, do you want to take it, or?
Yeah, I'll take it. So
Okay.
Jay, just wanted to check, like, is this because there are two kinds of, tears we have. One is the tears of joy. When you're overwhelmed, very happy, when you are completely submerged into something really joy-giving, the tears flow. The other kinds of tears are emotional. So I think, yes, you have yourself answered. You are feeling the bliss in yourself. That's why the tears are coming. I can completely understand it, because I have been into this kind of situation as well, where I have actually felt myself inwardly growing a lot, feeling these vibrations, feeling your own subtle system into your palms or in the limbic area of your head. And this is such a joy-giving feeling that, the tears start automatically coming out of your eyes. So if you're feeling it, I guess it's a bliss. Just enjoy it. That's what I would suggest, enjoy the moment. Try to be into meditation as long as possible. So don't worry about it. Eventually you will get used to this, joy. And I would congratulate you on that, that you're having this blissful feeling and into a very short span of practice. It's really a very big thing. Congratulations on that.
Very sweet. Vivek also answered. So sweet. It's very much part, even though his face is not appearing on the screen, is very, very much part of all of what we are being able to do. So thank you so much, Vivek. With this, let's get into a little bit of meditation now before we wrap up for the day. Now, in this meditation session, let's go a little bit deeper since we are now, getting also into an advanced stage. Now, let's look at Shrimataji's picture. And whenever you feel that there are too many thoughts coming in, always look at Shrimataji's forehead, look at Shrimataji's bindi, or the red verminal which is there. You can choose to look at her eyes as well. And then slowly bring your attention to your Sahasrara chakra, or where your soft bone or above the head. If you're finding it difficult to put your attention, you can take your right hand, left hand still towards Shrimataji, the right hand, press it hard. In fact, bring out your palms, press it hard so that you can feel your Sahasrara chakra. And you just move it 7 times. And every time you move it, you just earnestly request, Shri Mataji, please help me feel my Kundalini. Shri Mataji, please heal my body and let me feel the Kundalini. Please help me get my self-realization. Just move it 7 times. Slowly, as you move, your whole scalp should move. And then now very slowly bring down your hand. You can choose to close your eyes or keep your eyes open, but now you will be able to keep your attention on the Sahasrara chakra. Now slowly try and see if you can feel anything on your fingers. Like Sri Mataji said in the speech today, have faith in yourself. We all have this energy within us, and the more earnest our prayer, the faster we will achieve it and the better we will be able to feel it. So keep your prayer really earnest. Now slowly bring your attention to your heart. Keep it on your heart for some time. Look at Shri Mataji's eyes. And bring it back to the Sahasrara chakra. Now with that attention on your Sahasrara chakra, let's all take a bandhan. Same, left hand rising up, right hand rotating. Come all the way above your head. Nicely put a knot. Do the same, this time through 2 knots. Now for the third nadi, again 3 knots. Now a rainbow of protection all your chakras. So 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Over to you, Ruby, now.
Thank you, Soumya, for the beautiful meditation. And thank you, Shimataji, for guiding us all the way through. All right, everyone. Thank you, Raj. All right, everyone. So with this, we will wrap up today's session. The next session will be on Friday. So on Friday, we will take you all a bit more deeper into the balancing, because this week we are talking about balancing the channels. For the next week, we will have a different topic. So on Friday, we'll once again go ahead towards the balancing of your channels. We'll go a bit deeper towards the techniques and other things which will help you manifest this balancing within your own subtle system. So I would look forward for you to join that session on Friday at the same time. And till then, I would request you to keep meditating morning and evening. As we all know, we are into a WhatsApp group. So I would request you to just, share your feelings. If someday you meditated and you felt something, do share your feelings. Your positive feedbacks, will, give us so much joy and keep us motivated, because we are an entire team working behind this. So please never ever hesitate to share the feelings, sensations, or any kind of questions you might be having which you cannot share or ask during this session. We'll be more than happy to help. So till then, I wish you all a wonderful time. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Soumya.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Happy
you,
meditating.
Vivek, for helping us in the background with the
Most
technical.
welcome.
Thank you so much.